Hi, everybody, and welcome to our Clavis and Artterra art exhibition. Sorry. I'll let Abby here take the lead. Oh, everyone's
Hi
muted.
everyone! It's exciting to have everyone here.
Oh, somebody here has their live stream going.
Okay,
So please.
is that resolved now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks everyone for joining in. My name is Abby Aile, and I'm gonna let everybody else introduce themselves.
All right, so my name is Christopher, and I'm the creative director for Clavis Design Studio.
I am Valentina, and I'm the interior designer for Clavis Studio.
Hi everyone, I'm Parisa Golchubian. I'm the founder and CEO of Artterra, and I'm so excited to have you all here with us today.
All right. And I'm Abby, the co-founder and co-CEO for execution at Clavis Studio. So we'll do a brief intro, tell you a little bit about, the story behind, this exhibition. And we will not waste your time. We'll get you to walk through it with us and enjoy the experience. So for people who don't know me yet, my name is Abby Aile, co-founder, co-CEO of Clavis Studio. And Clavis Studio is an interior design platform for designers and decorators to create their projects and, and help their clients shop. The exhibition we built today was completely in 3D, just to kind of showcase what is possible with our platform. All of the artwork are in 3D and they're all shoppable. So it's exciting to walk through the space knowing that everything was built from scratch. Thanks to, Chris and Valentina and everybody else on the team. It's very exciting. Carissa?
Yes, I am super excited. This project has been something that we've been working on for a few months now. So it's so fulfilling to see that it's finally come to fruition. It is so wonderful. I can't wait for everyone here to see it. To give you an introduction of what Artterra is and what we do, we're an online platform supporting emerging Canadian artists that are on the rise. So we really like to curate work for interior design purposes. We kind of think of ourselves as the bridge between interior designers and home decor enthusiasts and emerging artists. And all the work that we have on Artterra is that it's a curated selection of artists that are based in Canada. And I'm so excited that we've been able to partner with Clavis Studio, which is also serving interior designers, to bring you this amazing exhibition. It's so exciting. Abby and I met, Abby, do you want to talk about it, where we met? And it's such a fun story.
Yeah, we met via DMZ's Blueprint program in collaboration with Amex. And, Parisa reached out and said, look, I think we have we're in the same ecosystem. There's an opportunity for partnership here. And I was like, yes, let's do it. And it's been fun just meeting the Artterra team and collaborating and, brainstorming ideas of how we would, make this exhibition work. And so shout out to the DMZ team and Amex Blueprint. And, thank you for bringing us together. This is amazing. It's great to even be in the space together and collaborate here.
Absolutely. And I've enjoyed the program so much, and also just meeting the Clavis team and yourself, and realizing how much we have in common with our values and what we're trying to achieve here. We're both trying to innovate in a very traditional space. So it's really exciting to see all of that come about. But yeah, I'm so excited, Abby. I've been really talking about your platform with our community and artists, and it's really exciting what you guys are building. You're building these 3D immersive exhibitions that allows interior designers to really show people what is possible, like interior designers to show their clients what is possible. And I'm so excited to have Artterra's art on that platform because, as I said, all our work is curated for interior design.
Absolutely. We typically say, our platform allows for interior designers to be able to really visualize their concept to their clients in a better way that pictures or drawings could never ever do. So we're super proud of just having that visualization, especially the 3D tour that helps you just kind of helps your client see the final picture, instead of imagining it. Like, you could take apart their home and rebuild it on our platform without even touching their door at that point in time. So it helps with really imagining and designing, and the fact that you can buy everything that you use for the design on the platform. That's
Yes.
the cherry on the cake.
That is really cool. And it's so important when it comes to buying art and selling art online as well too, Abby, because you can share a pretty photo and all that stuff, but at the same time, sometimes it's really hard to show people how big a piece is, or how deep the canvas is, or how you can work with this piece in your own space. So I think like this is a really great opportunity to demonstrate all of that. So
Absolutely.
yeah, and I'm super excited.
I've seen some decorators actually put up some Artterra 3D artwork to just kind of see it in a space. So I'm like, oh, that's good. People are using it. I love that we have artists behind it, right? We have people telling their story and the concept behind it. It's amazing. You guys are doing a great job over there.
Oh, thank you. And we have a lot. I'm already seeing some of the names of our artists in the chat. So I'm so excited to have our artists here with us. And yeah, I really can't wait to show you guys the space. So, Abby, are we ready? I just can't wait any longer.
Yeah. All right, Chris, take it from here.
All right, without further ado, let's get into the exhibition. All right, here we go. All right, and we are in the showcase. All right, okay, give me 1 second. All right, do you guys want to explain kind of the reception area first?
I believe that's me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, actually, before we start that, if you want to join in with the exhibition, you could actually go to our websites. We have clavisstudio.ca and also artterra.ca, and then you could go to the art exhibition landing page and click into it, and you could join from anywhere in the world. Also, just a little introduction, you could also move around with WASD, just like this. A is left, D is right, S back, W is forward, and if you click and hold, you could look around. So if you want to join, feel free, and then you guys could follow along through the exhibition as well. Yeah, and I'll hand it off to everybody.
All right,
okay,
Valentina.
I guess. Yeah, I'll start. Again, hi everybody, I'm Valentina. I am the interior designer for Clavis, and it's so exciting to finally show you guys what we created with Artterra. It was super exciting creating this project for everybody. So here is the reception. So basically my idea for the reception, it was to really encapsulate what Artterra is all about. They're very into, earthy colors. They're very into, their paintings are very into like what their artists are all about, their story and everything. So I really wanted to encapsulate that, really put some earthy colors in there, and then also match it up with, their paintings, obviously, and make that the center of attention in the reception as it is the main room. So yeah, that is the reception. Do we want to move on to the next room, or do we want, actually, Carissa, do you want to talk a little bit about?
Yeah, I want to share a little bit about some of the art pieces that are in this room. We have the larger art piece in the middle is from one of our sustainable artists called Danielle Petty, and she actually creates these paintings that are from rock pigments. So she finds rocks and she grinds them down, and then she makes this paint that she paints with her hands even. So it's very eco-friendly, and everything Danielle does is really about that. So we have 3 of her pieces here, the one in the middle, and then on the bottom left and right are also her pieces. And we also have a piece from our artist Liz, which she really does use like minimal art pieces that I find could work really well with interior design setups that are more about the minimalism and all that. And she has human forms in them, and you can read more about her story on our website. It's really, really interesting. Yes, it's that one and that one. Thank you so much, Chris. And then we have Erica's piece on the top right corner. She is a printmaker, and her entire process is about repurposing what she has. So it's very eco-friendly again. She really, all the material that she uses for carving the printmaking pieces and all that is repurposed. So yeah, lots of good stories here, and there's so much more to share. You can definitely read all of that on our website and the page we have. If you go to our homepage, as Chris was saying, we have a whole exhibition tab up there. You can click there, you can browse this exhibition with us live, and you can read more about these stories.
Perfect.
Back to you.
All right, let's move on to the next room here.
To me?
Yes, Chris, if we can go to the next room, that would be great. We have 5 rooms.
Let's walk through the whole thing.
For sure.
We have 5 rooms. It's so great.
All right, so the next room we have is the living room.
Living room next.
And just to reiterate,
here we are in the next room. So the living room. So again, just going in with Artterra's whole earthy vibe, I chose this beautiful green suede couch paired with this beautiful natural side table, like a tree trunk type of thing, and then some really nice plants on either side of the TV, and then just the finishes of the wood, the finishes of, the gold to kind of add some glamour in there. But yeah, I just put some paintings all around the room, and then we also have these little reading nooks at the corners of the room to kind of pull the room all together, and then also have some paintings above there. But yeah, Carissa?
Yeah, no, it looks great. I really love the choice of paintings in this room. I honestly don't know which one of the paintings I should talk more about. These are all so precious to me. So maybe we can start with Natalia on the corner over there. Chris, there you go. So Natalia is actually an artist from Ukraine. She has recently moved to Canada, and we are honored to have some of her pieces on Artterra. She paints mostly these floral images that are very textured as well. They're really beautiful. I would definitely recommend going onto our website to check them out. If you can walk me through a little bit of the room, Chris, I can probably talk more about the paintings here. Sorry. I think my connection is probably a little wonky. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, great. We have 2 pieces here from our artists. One of them on the top is, if you can zoom in a little bit, Chris, thank you. Yeah, so on the top, we have the piece from Grace. She is in Nova Scotia, and her paintings all feature the ocean there. It's very inspired from her location and the nature scenes that she has there. And then at the bottom, we have Lori. She is also very inspired by where she lives and the beautiful lakes that she has around her space. I would definitely recommend going to the website and reading more about them. Both of them have multiple pieces on Artterra, and they're both very beautiful. And also at this size, it's very affordable to buy something like that for a gift. So I definitely recommend, if you're looking for something for this holiday season, what better gift to give than the gift of creativity, I always say. And you can also support an emerging artist while you're doing that. And if we can go to the next painting, it's from Katerina on the left, I believe.
That is so gorgeous.
Yeah. So Katerina, yeah, I'm a big fan of her art myself. She really creates these figurative, abstract pieces, and she really enjoys to kind of see what people come up, what comes up for people when they're viewing the piece. And I know I see some like I always find abstract pieces in the work myself, but it's really interesting to kind of just leave that to the viewer to see what they pick up from it. I really also like the way that she names the painting, like for instance, Strong Embraces of the Obvious. Like it really makes me wonder what she was thinking at the time when she was painting this. So yeah, I think we have another piece in this room of hers. If we can maybe turn to the next wall, I think there's another piece of hers there.
I love the title. Is it possible for life to be in a way? I want to hear the story behind this first. Tell us.
Yes, thank you. There seems to be a little bit of delay on my end. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, also another piece from Katerina, also an abstract piece. She likes to leave it to the viewer to really kind of figure out what they see. She tries not to explain a lot of her paintings, but I also have my own interpretations, and I'm sure you do too, Abby. So it's really interesting to just like leave it to the viewer to kind of like see what they see and see from this piece. Yeah, and I think the last piece in this room is from Sumera. Sumera is also an artist based in Toronto. She, if we can, I'm sorry, there's a lag, so I'm not sure if we're moving to the painting yet.
Yep, we're seeing it. We're
looking awesome. At it. Yay. Okay. So yeah, Sumera's story is also very, very interesting. She comes from comes from an engineering background in water resources. So a lot of her work is actually inspired from her background in that, and she tries to talk about notions of interconnectivity in her pieces. Like you see these pieces, Abby, like how they're branching out and all that. Like her work, like all her work, kind of has that same feature. She's really talking about this pattern that we see. Well, she saw it first in water, when she was working as an engineer in water resources, but like also we see this in leaves. We see this in rivers. We see this in all sorts of like when you look at anatomy, there's like so much of this same pattern that is repeated in nature. And it really, like, I remember for the first time she told me about how she was really thinking about like during the COVID time where it all was interconnected, and it started with one person and then the whole world was suffering from this virus. So it's so interesting that it's all connected in that way, and she's trying to feature that.
It really shows just the engineering background and the thought behind it, seeing the full picture.
Absolutely.
All right, so what's the next room, Valentina? Where are we going next?
We are off to a little mini cafe. So the intent for this cafe was not only to create a separate space, because, you know, all these rooms are very residential, they're very homey, very cozy, but I do believe that Artterra's art deserves to be in a little homey cafe. So I created this really nice space, a beautiful countertop to kind of, you know, tie the space together. Lots of black accents as well, to kind of match with the vibe of the paintings that we put in this room, intentionally to match the vibe of the cafe. But yeah, just very comfortable seating, very private seating as well for people to have their own little, you know, dates and stuff. But yeah, very, very cute cafe, beautiful wallpaper on the right side there where we have a nice exhibition of the paintings. And yeah, I'll take it to you, Carissa, so you can talk about the paintings here.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, so we have a few artists in this room as well. Maybe we can start with Lorna's. Yeah, Lorna Livy. She is an artist based in Toronto. The butterflies you see here are from her Metamorphosis series, where I really love. She is a printmaker for 45 years, and she has been made these butterflies from repurposing the work that she had back in the days. And she's really making these butterflies to bring awareness to environmental issues regarding species, and particularly butterflies. And also she talks a lot about what the symbolism of butterflies in different cultures and all that. And it's really beautiful and so in line with what Artterra is trying to promote with environmental issues and sustainability and all that. And see, like, yeah, you can see here, Chris has done such a wonderful job at 3D modeling these. They are 3D. They're kind of like two-pieced, and you can really see the texture coming out of the paper. So it really can build a room, honestly, if you have a few of them put together, like it's like how Valentina has done here.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. The next piece, yeah. So these ones here are from Jo Thompson. Her brand name is called Florigen, and these are technically, like, I always have a hard time explaining how her process is because it's so complex. But essentially, most people think this is a print. It is not. It is a one-of-a-kind photo that she takes, and her process only allows for one of these at a time. So it is, in that sense, very limited edition. It's not like she has multiple of each one. Her process for actually for creating these is very complex, and she has a photography background, and I am sure I'm going to butcher her process by explaining it here, but she has written a very good description of it on our website, so you can go and see how she's creating these. But these are actually like in real size. So her process is putting these natural elements, the nature like pieces that she finds. She goes to the forest, she finds these pieces, and she actually, through her photography process, she makes them appear on papers like so. So it's very it's the same size and all that, and it's very unique. And it's kind of, to me, it seems like it's capturing the shadow of the piece that she's finding in nature.
To me, it feels like I'm like walking on a boulevard and just staring up at the trees. It looks like trees to me. It's amazing just how you can kind of immerse yourself in there and just
totally
imagine what the artist was thinking.
Exactly. And yeah, her inspiration walks into finding these pieces are also very interesting, as I've heard her speak about it. It's really just like what she goes and she finds these pieces and that speak to her, and then the process of actually putting these on paper and setting them up is a big part of her process as well. Like you can see, like we have multiple pieces of her on our website. So yeah, they're very interesting to look at, as you mentioned, Abby. Okay. You can probably go to the next artist. Wonderful. These pieces are all from Melody. We have 4 of them showing here. Melody is a watercolor artist. And I don't know how much experience you guys have with watercolor, but watercolor is actually a very difficult medium to work with, I find, because it just takes up its own, it kind of teaches you the art of letting go, because it kind of like forms its own path as it glides on the paper, I find. And Melody does such an amazing job at like allowing that to happen. So I know some watercolor artists like really try to still control what the paint and the water does, but like I find with Melody, she kind of plays with it in an artful way that allows it to like do its own thing while also like capturing the vision that she has. So it's very interesting, and I really like the soft artwork that she creates, and I think these could work really well in a lot of rooms, with more like if you're going for more of like a soft painting to complement the room. Yes, thank you, Chris. That's great.
Okay, Valentina, where are we going next?
We do have one more piece here. Yeah.
I thought so. I was like, I think there's one more left.
Yeah,
let's see it.
Yeah, so this painting is from Joanne. Our artist Joanne is based in Montreal. She creates these large abstract pieces that I find like almost like look great in any room. Like I'm yet to find a room that this painting does not look great in. So I will definitely recommend looking at her pieces, especially if you're looking for a more of like a larger scale art piece. I think you're definitely going to like her pieces. There's also a few more of her pieces in this exhibition that we're going to see in the next room. So So yeah, let's move on to the next room now.
Yeah, so as Chris takes us through, our next room is actually a studio apartment. So the intent for this one, because you guys probably have a little sneak peek of the huge piece that we have in there, the intent for this room was to make it very simple, very minimalist, because I really want the pieces in this room to kind of be the center of attention. So yeah, clearly we have a little studio here with a little desk and stuff, and obviously the huge beautiful piece in the back to kind of be like the centerpiece of this room. And then we move around towards the kitchen, and so again we have this big beautiful piece right there, larger scale. So I just wanted to make the kitchen a little bit more neutral, just to kind of get that piece to be the center of attention there as well. And then if we move around towards the bedroom, it's the same idea. So bedroom, very nice and neutral, and then have the pieces be the center of attention again. So I will have Parissa talk a little bit about these gorgeous pieces here.
Yeah, thank you, Valentina. I just love this studio apartment. I wish I could live here. It looks so great. And this painting, there's a few of the paintings here that if you can zoom in a little bit here, this particular painting is from Tina. There's always some surprises in her paintings. Like, I'm not sure if you can see, if you zoom in, there's a dock with two tiny humans standing on there. I always love just like taking close looks. There it is. At her paintings, there's always some element of surprise hidden in her paintings, and she really takes a lot of inspiration from nature, and really trying to like capture the moments that she has, like through like her walks in nature, and also just through the travels that she's had through all these places. And I love her pieces. They're like, I think they're very they work in almost like very similar to Joanne's, like in all places, honestly. And with the size of them on top of a bed like this, it looks so great. So yeah, I definitely recommend taking a look at her if you're looking for a larger piece to maybe anchor a space or something like that. I think looks really great. So yeah, if we can, I think there's a few other pieces. Again, I'm sorry, my connection is a little bit laggy. Okay, so yeah, on the left and the right, on top of the nightstands, we have some beautiful pieces from Marissa. Marissa is our artist based in Vancouver. As you can see, our artists are located all over Canada, which I'm so proud of. Marissa is also, we have her watercolor pieces over here. Most of the inspiration behind her pieces are also very environmental. So yeah, you can see all of her, like, yeah, we have two of them here and two of the other ones on the other side. And yeah, she's also trying to capture the beauty of the little moments and things we overlook that are so important, and also the environmental aspect of her work. And Marissa herself is very sustainable in her practice, so we're really proud to represent her in Artterra. Wonderful. Okay, let's move on to, yeah, like her color palette is just beautiful. Okay. Another piece from Tina over here, different color palette, same idea. We got a comment that people can't hear. I'm not sure if you guys can still hear me. Is my voice okay? Okay, great. Yeah, we have another piece from Tina here, and two more on top of the sofa, the sectional on the other side. Like lots of different color palettes and color tones to work with, depending on your space and how you want to work with it. How gorgeous are these, Abby? Aren't they beautiful?
I know. I wish I had one right now. Especially when it's snowing. You just want to stare at happy,
I know.
An art
I feel the same.
forward to summer.
Every time I accept an artist into Artterra, I'm like, I wish I could buy all their stuff for my own.
Yeah, just have it in the house and stare at everything to make you happy every time.
Absolutely. And yeah, like this piece from Tina, it just makes me so happy. And this one with the darker hues, it's just so great. Yeah, and then on the big painting over here again from Joanne, which we had a piece from her in the cafe as well. She again paints very large pieces that if you have a space like this where you just have an empty wall and a painting would look great at and adds like a splash of color, some personality to the space, it would really work tremendously. Wonderful. I guess we can move to the next room.
I love it. Love the color. It's gorgeous.
Absolutely, same.
So I guess we can move to our last room. Save the best for last, I think.
All of them are my favorite. I can't.
Yes, no, I know. I can't even. Okay, so last room is our dining room. So Chris, yeah, I don't know if I'm moving. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, last room is dining room. I wanted to, again, tell Artterra's story with this one. I did add a little bit more pops of color just to kind of match the paintings and stuff. And again, the bold colors, I'm a big fan of bold colors with, the light hues and stuff. So yeah, so here we have, 8 seats, credenza, and then a really beautiful painting that matches with the little green jars that I have in the middle of the table. And then, yeah, for this room, I made sure that there was a lot of wall space for a lot of the paintings. I made it very neutral so then the paintings could be sort of the center of attention again. All the rooms are made so then Artterra can just have like the main show here. So yeah, Marissa, do you want to?
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. The way that the room has been designed is really to kind of center, like put the art front and center, which I really, really appreciate. You guys have done such an amazing job on this, honestly. Yeah, like there's so many art pieces in this room. Over on top of the console table over there, we see one of Katerina's pieces. We talked about her art in one of the previous rooms, which she paints abstract pieces that kind of make you wonder. Let's check what the I forget what the name of this painting is, like, but her art is always like her names, I think, is part of her splendor. Wow, like that really. But then this one is from Liz. Liz is also an artist based in Calgary, and she paints these like abstract pieces that are really fun to look at. Yes, that one. Thank you, Chris. The painting from Katerina. And then over there on top of the fireplace, we have 3 pieces from Maria. Sorry, there's a lag again. I'm not sure if I'm talking about the right painting that is being shown, but
we're seeing it.
Okay, great. Yes, awesome. So yeah, so Maria Shanina is an artist based in Ottawa. She creates these gorgeous textural pieces. Like right now, look at that one that is called Cloud, from her Cloud series, and then she has one in the middle that is like, it's not a canvas, it's actually like it's silk. So she mainly works with silk and like
wow.
Yeah, and as you know, Abby, like silk is a very both like delicate and very tough to work with, but also very environmental friendly. So she creates these pieces that we have a few other pieces of her on our website, and I'm in love with every single one of them. So definitely make sure you go on the website and give all her pieces a look. It's they're mostly very textured, and the way that she works with them is very delicate and pretty. Yeah, I'm obsessed, honestly, myself. Over here on the right, we have 2 pieces from Marianne. Marianne is also an artist based in Ottawa. She I love Marianne's process. She paints with a sponge, and she kind of follows her intuition and where the sponge takes her, and it really ends up being these gorgeous abstract pieces that really have this vibrancy and almost like the feeling of movement. They give me really, I think, like her own whole process of like how she moves about the canvas and with the sponge really shows that feeling of movement in her pieces. And this series that we have on our website right now has been inspired from the death of her mom, which really kind of like brought her, like she's been going through this process and really creating these paintings that we've been honored to be able to feature on our website. And I feel so blessed to be able to share such heartfelt creations on Artterra.
That's such a great tribute to her mom. That's
beautiful.
beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah. And over here we have another one of Joanne's large pieces, which, as I said, they look great everywhere. Like I doubt you can put one of these pieces anywhere and it will match and like the interior. So excellent choice, Valentina. Yeah, Mona in the comments is saying that she really likes the harmony between the colors of these two pieces and the matching chair. Yeah, I think like this goes like kudos to the Clavis team. They've done such an amazing job with selecting all the color, like the color matches and just the feeling and the vibe of the rooms. Like honestly, it's been I've really been feeling blessed to be able to have the work of our artist show up in such beautiful, nice and nicely designed rooms. So thank you to all of you and your team, Abby, that yourself and your team, you've all done such an amazing job.
Well, thank you to the artist and to Artterra for giving us something beautiful to showcase. Because the exhibition allows us to be able to kind of show what is possible with the platform, the Clavis platform. So it's a wonderful exhibition. Thank you, Valentina and Chris. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
And everybody else on the back end of the Clavis team. There's a whole bunch of people behind just helping with this.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's I also have to mention Maria on our team. She's been doing a lot of she's putting a lot of hours, and really working with Chris on all of this has honestly been such a group effort. I'm so proud of that. We finally made it, but anything this great, you can tell that it's been that there's a great team behind it. So thank you to every single one of you. And if you're watching this and you feel inspired, make sure you check out Clavis's platform. Their platform is rather easy to use, and you can build these virtual exhibitions for yourself. You can pull in different furniture pieces. It's really great. Give it a try.
Yeah, use the platform to place the artwork in other spaces that you would use it in, see where else you could put it in your space and use it for that.
Yeah, so you guys could actually make this whole exhibition by yourselves. We just basically use the same tools as any of you guys, and you guys could create beautiful 3D tours. And maybe if you're an artist, you could also make a quick room and showcase your work as well.
Absolutely. I think we can kind of render in VR and get people to showcase their work on the reel and things. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, and just a quick reminder, you guys, this exhibition is available even after this event. We're just going to be having it on our website, so you guys could come back to it anytime you want. And if any of you artists that were featured here wanted to show friends or family their beautiful art in a very nice art exhibition, feel free to share and have them take a look. And thank you guys again for joining. I think that
it's VR ready too, Chris, right? You can use your VR headset for it.
For sure, yeah. If you have a VR headset or any Oculus, you could actually just load up this page on the browser and then walk through it as if you were there. So it's very flexible and
really
versatile.
Cool. Yeah, love it. You get to see the artwork really close.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I just put the link to the VR exhibition in the chat on our Artterra's website. You can also access it on the Clavis website. Chris, maybe if you can put the link for Clavis in the chat as well.
For sure.
Everything, as Chris mentioned, everything in this exhibition is shoppable. That couch over there, that bookcase, everything you can shop everything on Clavis's platform, and the art pieces on both the Artterra and Clavis are available for shopping as well. So you can browse through the space. Like maybe if you feel like you want to give it some thought, you can come back here, like maybe look at it again and all that, share it with a friend, get a second opinion. But as you can see, like all the pieces have such wonderful stories tied to them. And I always say, if you want to select an art piece for your space, wouldn't it be great if you actually knew the inspiration story and what the art is about? Art can be such a great conversation starter. Imagine having one of these pieces on the wall, and when your friends come to your space, you can talk about it. Like, did you know that Tina actually paints so and so because of this reason? You know, that, like, imagine what a conversation starter it could be, and how it can express you as a person and what you care about and what you want to showcase in your home.
Yeah. And if you guys ever do want to come back, and not want to walk through and just jump to each room, at the top, you guys, there's also little icons you could press, so you could click and it automatically jumps you right to the beginning of the next room. So yeah, feel free to explore.
We have cameras? Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
perfect. Yeah. Feel free to explore around as much as you want. All right. And I think that is it for our exhibition. Thank you so much again for Abby and Parissa and everybody behind the scenes helping out. It's been a long time coming, and I'm so happy that we finally are here and like presenting it. So yeah, feel free to check it out again, and I'll leave you guys with some renders of the gallery, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.
All right, thank you.
That was
Thanks,
so
everyone. Thanks, Gabby, Avinash, Ayo, everybody else behind the scenes.
Everyone behind the scene. There's multiple people behind the scene.
All right.
So many.
See ya.
So many.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Jihad, for always putting us out there on social. So great job. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.